I'm John McQuay with 8541 Tactical, and we are out here in the snow today to talk about the jacket I'm wearing. This is the Summit Zero Lightweight Tactical Soft Shell from Condor Outdoor. Now, what makes this a tactical soft shell? Well, I would guess that the features that are in the jacket, such as the loop sections on the shoulders for unit patches, and the placement of the zippers up here in the pocket so that you can access them while wearing body armor. Outside of the tactical side of the jacket, it's just a really good soft shell to wear out in weather like we have here, where you have a light snow coming down and you just want something to be able to keep the water out. Now, the Summit Zero soft shell is an unlined soft shell, so there's no fleece material inside of it. It just has this regular polyester backing inside, but no actual fleece material. So the Summit Zero does not offer any kind of warmth to you. It just keeps the water and the wind out. Now, the Summit Zero soft shell is not something you want to wear in a pouring down rain. None of these seams are seam taped, and the zippers are not waterproof zippers. They're just regular zippers. So if you're caught out in a downpour with the Summit Zero soft shell, water is going to find its way into the jacket. But for light stuff like this, where you can knock the snow off, it's really good to go. Now, a couple of the features that I really like about the Summit Zero soft shells, first of all, the collar. There is a hidden hood in the collar, but the collar is stiff enough when the hood is stowed that it stays up pretty well. When you zip up the collar, it pulls in against your neck really nicely. I'm not going to zip the collar all the way up while I'm talking to you here now because we have the microphone on here, and that's going to cause some problems. Now, one feature I want to mention real quick is the Summit Zero lightweight soft shell hood. I usually hate hoods on jackets because they really mess with my peripheral vision. They don't fit well. The wind will catch them. They'll blow all around. But the Summit Zero lightweight soft shell hood is really well thought out. When you put it up from its stowed position in the collar, you have drawstrings on either side here that will tighten down the opening of the hood. That's pretty normal. What makes this a little bit different is you have the drawstring on the back of the hood right here, and that allows you to tighten it up and pull the sides of the hood back so that you keep good peripheral vision. This is really important if you're down in the prone and you need to be able to look to the sides, or any situation where you want to keep your situational awareness punched out very wide. Now, we haven't tried to put the hood up over a Kevlar helmet. I don't really see a lot of utility in that. Usually in times past, when I've needed to wear a hood and a Kevlar, I put the hood up first and then put the Kevlar on over top of it, and it keeps everything a little bit snugger. I don't think you'd have any problems putting this hood up over a smaller, more compact bump helmet, but as far as a big, bulky military Kevlar, you're going to want to put the hood on first and then put the hood up first and then put the Kevlar on over the hood. Now, the Summit Zero soft shell has a really nice array of pockets lined out, and we'll start over here on this sleeve. We've got this forearm pocket here that would be great for data cards, anything that you want quick access. Now, you want to make sure that anything that goes in this pocket is flat and flexible and fairly small. If you try to stick something like an iPhone into it, it's really bulky, it bounces around, doesn't feel real good. When we come up on either shoulder, we have these bicep pockets, if you will, up here, and they go back fairly deep. They're great for an iPod, an MP3 player, small walkie-talkies, that kind of stuff will fit in those pockets really well. The pockets that I actually use the most are these chest pockets here. They have these really nice zipper pulls on them, molded plastic zipper pulls, so they're easy to get a hold of with gloved hands. And since they're the Napoleon type pockets, when you stick your hands in, if you're wearing a chest rig or body armor, you can stick your hands in the armholes and still access the pockets. Inside the pockets on either side, you have small pocket dividers that allow you to drop a cell phone in, and the cell phone will stay put. The pockets, as you can see, are very easy to get into and get out of. Now, underneath the arms on either side, you have these wonderful pit zips that open up and vent to the inside of the jacket. So when you start to get into some heavier activities, then you can zip them, you can vent the jacket out, and it's really good even if your front zipper is obscured to be able to get that heat out from under your arms. Finally, we have zip pockets back here in the back. This is a pass-through pocket, and it's kind of hard for me to grab a zipper because I rarely ever use this pocket. But it really allows you to stow stuff like gloves, anything that you want to, and it passes all the way through the back. Now, the back zip-through pass pockets also are vented to the inside of the jacket, so they also work like vents as well if you keep them open and you don't have anything in that pocket. Now overall, I've been wearing this jacket for several months and it works really well. As I said, it keeps out the light drizzle, the light rain, snow. I really love it in the winter because we don't get a lot of rain here. We get a lot of stuff like this. We don't get really hard pouring rains. If you're going to deal with a hard pouring rain, then you want to look at something else like a hard shell, something with Gore-Tex in it. That's my opinion. I know opinions vary on Gore-Tex, but this kind of soft shell is not the best thing if you're going to be out in a downpour. But if you're not sure what you're going to encounter, you need a light outer layer, then this is great. Now, as I mentioned, it's not insulated at all. So what we have inside here is this is one of the Condor Outdoor Alpha fleece jackets, and it fits very well. I am approximately 6 foot tall. I weigh about 180 pounds. I've got a 46-inch chest, and the extra large fleece and the extra large shell fit together perfectly to accommodate my body type. So if that gives you a little bit of idea, we'll leave a link down below to Condor's website so you can go and check out their sizing chart there and decide what the correct size is for you. One last feature that we've got here is they have these lovely tabs to adjust your cuffs so you can tighten them down and keep the wind out. And you also have pull drawstrings down here at the bottom on either side. So you can tug that down and you can really seal up the bottom. This is really beneficial for us when we're down in a prone firing position and that jacket wants to ride up, or the wind wants to blow straight up through your jacket, and it can really cool you off fast. So you want to make sure that you can seal up the bottom of that jacket if you're in a situation like that. When I'm moving about, I like to keep it kind of loose. That way the jacket hangs down and it doesn't ride up. Finally, the cut of the jacket is really designed with shooters in mind. When we punch our arms out, the back has plenty of movement and the material has some stretch to it. So it's not like a hard shell where you're really limited to what you're doing. You have a good deal of stretch in the jacket. Additionally, the cut is designed so when you're laying in the prone and you start pushing your arms up, it doesn't pull the jacket up really high. It'll pull it up just a little bit, but you're still got good coverage down here below. This jacket is just a really good all-around outdoor soft shell if you don't have the money to pony up for Arc'teryx or Patagonia or any of those high-end brands. I've also got a Mountain Hardwear soft shell that I wear when I'm in a more casual, non-tactical type environment and I don't want to really stand out. And that and this jacket compare very well. This is considerably cheaper than that Mountain Hardwear jacket. So if you want to stay under the $100 range, but you want a good soft shell that's all around with shooting in mind, then this is a really good way to go. Now obviously it does have a military appearance to it. It's got places to put patches on. This is not a low profile jacket. So if you're traveling somewhere outside the country, south of the border, this may not be the right jacket to take along. But if you don't care about being tagged as an outdoor / military type guy, then this is a great all-around jacket. Goes good with jeans, fits in just about any environment here in a more rural city. So that is a really quick basic overview of the Condor Summit Zero lightweight softshell jacket. If you've got any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below or send them to us on Facebook or Twitter. If you've liked this video, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, get out and shoot!